Ahmadinejad speaks at the UN this morning. Jonathan Hunt standing by live east side of Manhattan. What's expected today from him, Jonathan?
In one word, Bill, fireworks. This is likely to be President Ahmadinejad's last address to the UN General Assembly as President of Iran. His second term expires next June, and it is unlikely that the Iranian president, given his history of explosive and inflammatory rhetoric here at the UN, is likely to go quietly this time around. He has already called in interviews here in New York for a new world order, an end to what he sees as American imperialism. He's also likely to repeat what he has said in some of those interviews, saying that Iran does not fear in any way, shape or form an Israeli strike against its nuclear facilities, and Iran is able to defend itself. Look for delegations, including the United States, to walk out once again as soon as he starts criticizing Israel. Bill?
There were some stunning comments from Pakistan's president last night. Well, what was spoken there, Jonathan?
This was pretty extraordinary, Bill. We reported it on Fox Report, but it appeared to slip under the radar for a lot of media outlets because it was one of the final speeches of the day. But just hours after President Obama at the same podium had called for tolerance and called for leaders of the Muslim world to outright condemn the violence against U.S. interests that we've seen over the past couple of weeks, the Pakistani president walked up to that podium, failed utterly to issue any sort of strong condemnation of those protests, and instead called on the United Nations to lead a charge to make it illegal for anyone, anywhere, including here in the United States, to insult the Prophet Muhammad. Listen to this.
Although we can never condone violence, the international community must not become silent observer and should criminalize such acts that destroy the peace of the world and endanger the world's security by misusing freedom of expression.
Once again, Bill, that is the leader of one of our supposed allies calling on the UN to pass laws that would trump the United States Constitution. Bill?
Jonathan, thanks. We'll be back in touch when there are headlines today.